Akita was born here, started here. Welcome to Odate, here in the Inaka of Akita Tohoku. I have come to a location that I didn't really even know existed until I started planning my trip. I only have two things planned. Both of them are Akita Dog inspired, obviously. But what else does this town have to offer? Well, let's see what I find. You know that you've arrived at the Inaka when Google Maps sends you down a little road like this one, with a river on one side and a few quiet houses on the other. Yep, even though there's not much to do in this town, I think I'm gonna like it. My first stop brings me to the Akita Preservation Society. It's a museum which outlines the history of this species of dog that dates back hundreds of years. In fact, they don't even know when the first reported sighting or use of or where the dog first appeared in history. So it's kind of interesting. And not only that, but if you're lucky, you'll be able to meet two of the dogs that actually live in the office here. He's got a Mario hat. How cute is that? What's certain about this town is how proud they are of being the Akita town. You'll see lots of cars with Akita plushies in the front, in the bonnet. You'll see people wearing tiny little Akitas hanging from their backpacks, and you'll see vending machines with Akita stickers, etc. It's pretty cute. This is my second day in Odate, and as you can see, I have changed into something different. A few things that I need to say about this town. I have really been reminded about why I like traveling to smaller towns like in the Inaka. And one of them, I think, is the sort of local connection that you might not find easy to get in bigger cities. Like for example, last night I did a live stream and I was walking around the town and I could hear some drums, some taiko drums, and some sort of performance going on, and my instinct was I need to find where the drumming is coming from. I need to discover what's going on. So with my ears I listened and I followed the drumming, and I found its origin, which was in this first floor or second floor room, and I just stood there, enjoying the sounds, and the flautist said, "Hey, come." So I walked up, and it was pretty incredible. They were practicing for a Matsuri, and I had the chance to just enjoy a good 5 or 10 minutes of just standing there, watching them perform, watching them practice, and just having a sort of a very local experience that might be a little bit difficult to find in a bigger city, is what I'm saying. Sitting in this park I found yesterday evening actually, it was really nice sunsets and a pretty cool view of the area, and a few things that I really like about Japan in the summer, especially in the Inaka, and that is the amount of fireflies that there are, the sounds of the insects, how quiet these areas are. In fact, yesterday I actually came across not just one group practicing for their Matsuri, which will be held in a few days' time, but various groups scattered around the town, which was pretty cool, walking around this quiet town, but seeing these elements of culture and, you know, locality happening, and just observing. It's one of the things that I love to do in Japan. It's just like observe people and observe, you know, life and how people go about their normal life, for them, but for us, interesting, if that makes any sense. Sun is out in force. It's time to put on my cap and find a vending machine. I'm gonna head to what I presume is a center of the town to check out the general area, and then I'm gonna go to the Akita Visitors Museum or area center. That's it. Akita's Visitor Center. Hopefully there'll be some doggies for us there. You're so big. You're so big. Namae wa?
Momoko desu.
Momoko.
Momoko.
Momoko. Oh, I love him. Akita desu, right? Oh wow. Okay, change of plans. I was walking and I spotted this coffee cake store, and I've asked for the recommendations, and they've recommended the melon or the raspberry strawberry one, but I'm going for the melon because melon and summer sounds perfect. And I'm having a nice latte, and I'm still going to find a vending machine for raw water because it's important to stay hydrated. So that's still on my list of things to do. Got myself my coffee and got myself this really delicious looking melon cake. Little melon balls at the top. Should look pretty good if you ask me. Sweet, so good. Good recommendation. Bye, arigato, my new friend. For those of you interested in where this coffee cake store is, I'll just show you so that you can work it out yourself. I use this camera for talking.
Oh!
So this camera is for talking. I made new friends here. I talk with this camera, and then with that camera, those two cameras, I take all the extra film.
Oh!
Do you understand? So, by the way, I've come, but I've met them in this giant Akita. This town, I've mentioned it many times, is famous for Akita. Akita, you mean this? Koko.
I don't know.
Yeah. The birthplace of Akita. Akita was born here. Started here.
Started here.
In this town. And you know, Hachiko
Yeah.
was born here in this town. And this year, I'm telling them, this year, they celebrate 100-year anniversary of Hachiko. This year, yeah. So, nice to meet you. Hajimemashite. Bye. Bye. Okay, now that I've come to the Akita Visitor Center, I am determined to find myself a little Akita dog to hang on my bag. Let's do this. I don't know, might be a little bit too small. That might be quite cool actually. These are so tempting. That's kind of cute. And it's a 100-year anniversary, and I can use the pouch for coins. It's a bonus. I got a thing to hang on my bag, potentially to hang on my bag with a little sack and a sticker. As promised, got myself some water from the vending machine at the Akita Visitor Center. Stay hydrated, guys, stay hydrated. You might recognize this statue from Shibuya in Tokyo, but this guy here, he was actually born here in Odate, and behind me we actually have the Akita Visitor Center, where you'll be able to not only learn about the Akita dog, but actually meet some Akita dog. And there's an awesome Akita store too, and I couldn't resist. I actually had to purchase a few things. Odate, you've been good. And I just wanted to point out one thing that I learned in the visitor center, and that is that there's the amazing story of Hachiko that was born here in this town 100 years ago. And that story everyone knows, but what I found incredibly fascinating is that the statue also has a story. The statue was originally built before the war. It had to be melted down during World War II, and then the son of the original craftsman of the Hachiko statue created a second version with lots of difficulties, but eventually managed to do it with the support of the people. And that's a statue that now stands in Shibuya. Did you know that? That might be a story that you might want to investigate a little bit further. I found it fascinating, and I find it really incredible how not just the dog has a story, but the statue also has a story. And every time I go and visit that statue, I'll now look at it in a different way. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm heading to Akita. Don't forget, stay positive and be a happy gaijin, and like and subscribe and all that jazz. Bye. I should have got a bike. Bye.
Have a nice week.
Thank you. Getting a pocket Wi-Fi or a Japan data SIM card can be a game changer when traveling in Japan for a number of reasons. There are many providers, and I've teamed up with Sakura Mobile, one of the most reputable services trusted by many travelers in the Ninja Monkey community. Whilst free Wi-Fi is becoming more common in Japan, particularly in major cities, tourist spots and in hotels, it's still not universally available and might not always be reliable. Therefore, a connection to the internet on the go will help with navigation. Japan has an extensive transportation network, and having access to applications like Google Maps can help you navigate unfamiliar cities, find the nearest train station, or guide you on walking paths. Online translation tools can help overcome language barriers, especially when dealing with menus and signs. An internet connection on the go will also allow you to stay in touch with family members and friends, share your experiences on social media, and check emails or make calls. And accessing information and services on the go, for example, tourist attraction opening hours or even booking tickets online, is also essential. So how about considering using my affiliate link to purchase either a pocket Wi-Fi or a SIM or an eSIM? I'll receive a small commission at no additional cost to you, and you'll also be supporting the channel, so it's a win-win. Scan the QR code for an even easier way to access the link.